Bro, like, for the life of me, I didn't understand why this man couldn't be faithful. Like, obviously I loved him. And I understand. I had my infidelities as well, but like I said, like, you push a person so much, they're going to break. And that's really how I think of my infidelity. My infidelity is like, I broke, y'all. And I really thought sleeping with somebody else would make me feel better about everything.
Hey y'all, it's Destiny, and if you saw my latest video on Liv's Life, you would know that she's on TikTok now, talking about her whole situation with Gerard, her ex-husband. She calls this series, Who the F Did I Have Kids With? And as we all know, and some may not, she has 5 children. Only 3 of them belong to her ex-husband, the other 2 are 2 randoms. So now that we're all cut up to speed, let's go ahead and get into this reaction video of part 3 and 4 of Who the F Did I Have Kids With?
Alright, so I get back from finding out everything that he's seeing somebody else. And I'm just still like, you guys, I'm so numb to this ish, okay? Like, I'm really trying to keep my composure. I'm trying to keep myself together. Understand, I was taking care of my children. I never got time to really process what was going on, what was happening, what Olivia was really going through. You know what I mean? I couldn't. And that's most of us moms, right? We don't ever get to really process nothing. We just go. Mind you, he was off doing God knows what with God knows who for months at a time, for periods of time, you know, throughout our relationship. Because we always had an on and off relationship, broke up, got back together, and I always had the kids. Anyway, so
now, for the people that have been watching Liv long enough on YouTube, do you remember periods of time where Gerard would be missing from the picture and Liv was the only one there with the children? Maybe I missed it.
I get back to my apartment. He's like, F all that, we can work on it, let's work on it. And I'm just sitting there looking at him like, bro. Like, for the life of me, I didn't understand why this man couldn't be faithful. Like, obviously I loved him. And I understand. I had my infidelities as well, but like I said, like, you push a person so much, they're going to break. And that's really how I think of my infidelity. My infidelity is like, I broke, y'all. And I really thought sleeping with somebody else would make me feel better about everything. But anyway.
Y'all see how Liv just excused her infidelity by blaming it on her ex-husband? So your ex-husband cheated multiple times and he's the problem, but you cheated multiple times and it's his fault.
Come back to the point, Olivia. We're in my room, we're talking about this. He was like, she means nothing to me, we could work this out, that's nothing, blah blah. And I'm just like, just do your thing. I'm gonna just do my thing. Just go. He left. Okay, fine. Oh, what happened, Mama? Like I said, I'm dealing with somebody new, and now I found out that he's dealing with somebody new. So let's fast forward to late October, my daughter's birthday. We're still good. We're on talking terms. Like I said, he wants to move on. He wants to be with somebody else. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna do it too. So we're both, you know, seeing other people. Our rebounds, not healed, not handling ourselves. We're just dating other people, but still dealing with each other.
So do y'all see how both of them are the problem at this point? But for some reason, it's all Gerard's fault.
So my daughter's birthday rolls around and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take her to Chuck E. Cheese. And I was like, do you wanna come? Of course, he's the father. He's their father. I'm never gonna exclude him from anything. So he's like, yeah, he wanted to come. His sister came, the kids played, the kids had fun. The whole time at the party or at her birthday, he was all over me. So remember, I know he has a girlfriend at this point and I have a boyfriend. So what are we doing here, sir? He's telling me at this point, you know, let's do something tonight. Let's blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm not doing nothing with you. You have a girlfriend. Handle that situation. Handle that. Like, figure that out. Like, I have a situation. You have a situation. Anyway, for some reason, we just decided that he was going to go to the lady's house that he was dealing with and get all his shit out her house. And he was going to take me with him.
Gerard, why? Why would you take her over there to get your stuff, if this is true?
because I guess, you know, he wanted to work on it, and he was gonna finally, oh, sorry. He was gonna finally be honest with what he's been doing these past couple months. And he sure did. He took me to that lady's house. He went up in that apartment, and he got all his shit. And that night, we went to a hotel room, and we did what we always do. Girl, what we did best, okay? And I guess we were working on us, you know, but it was uncomfortable. Like, we needed therapy. We needed something.
Liv, you still need it. Yes, you need it. Why won't you get it? You need it. And I did hear Gerard say he was getting it, and I think he was actually getting it for the children too.
I don't know, but it was weird. It was weird. He stayed with me for a couple days. We were trying. He was obviously, you know, people were in his ear, and I was still feeling like, I don't know. Anyway, we just ended up, I was just like, you know what, just go. Just go. It was a couple days in. We were trying. And when I say we, I feel like me. I was trying. But I was just like, you know what I couldn't get over, y'all? You know what I just couldn't get over? The fact that this man had yet again been with another girl, another female. And it was so nasty to me. And at this point, he was like in a relationship. Like, he was telling this lady he loved her and all this that I found on his phone, remember? And I was just like, ew. I feel like I am having her leftovers type.
Like I said before, Liv was the side chick to Gerard at one point. And I think she enjoyed it.
Type-ish. You feel me? Like, I just feel so nasty about this at this point. And that's what I kept telling him while he was cheating on me. I was just like, bro, you for everybody. Like, you're making, you know, you lessen your value when you cheat. And it's like, at this point, I was just looking at him like a dollar bill at this point. So yes, I loved him. I guess that's what you call love. I don't know. It was codependent, weird shit. But anyway, I was just like, just go. This is not gonna work. We're trying. It's not working. So he left, y'all. He tried one more time. He was like, you know, let's go out. Let's go to my dad's. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I was just like, just go. And he did, and, you know, I went back talking to the little man, my man that I had, and lo and behold, girl, he went right back to her.
I don't understand how Liv can say she went back to Brandon, Gerard went back to Nisha, but it's more emphasis on Gerard going back to Nisha. You got back with Brandon, and he had a girlfriend.
And she took him back. But girl, it doesn't end there. It does not end there. It does not end there. Okay, so that was the end of October. Now we're rolling into November. And this is all 2020 still. November rolls around. Remember, he's doing him, I'm doing me yet again. But we're still sleeping together. We're still dealing with each other. I'm being toxic in my own way. I'm calling him early in the morning after I drop the kids off at school. He's like, yep. He drive trucks. He was there in a jiffy. It was very toxic. It was very, very toxic.
Yes, it sounds very toxic, and y'all just need to leave each other alone.
Ew. All right, y'all. Stay tuned for what are we at? Stay tuned for part 4. I'll be back. It's about to get juicy, y'all.
Alright, so let's get into part 4.
Alright, who the did I have kids with? Part 4. Okay, so we're rolling into November. Stay with me. He's doing him, I'm doing me. We're doing each other. You know what breaks my heart every time I think about this story? It's like, never once did we put our kids first. Never once did we worry about our kids and how they were dealing with what we were dealing with. And that breaks my heart, you know? I take full responsibility of me not caring about their feelings enough in that moment. Caring more about his and my feelings. Y'all, don't ever do that.
Wow, is this Liv actually taking some accountability for the situation and how the children felt? This is new.
Pay attention to your kids' feelings at all times. Their feelings are way more important than our feelings, of course. All right, let's get in it. All right, so November rolls around. there was this one particular time where he was coming in. Look, he was very, you're mine and nobody else's type shit. Okay, so one day I'm doing fine. I'm finally getting my shit. I'm getting used to the fact that we're probably not going to be together. But he's not making it any easier with all the games and him trying to come back and him trying to get in here, stay in here. So mind you, I was always letting him take his kids any weekend, all weekends, whenever you could get them, come and get them. They're your kids.
Then why did it change so much when you went to Florida? Because when you got to Florida and he wanted the kids, you said that he has to stay at your house and visit with them.
Never been that mommy that's like, no, if you don't want me, then you can't have the kids. No, I don't play that shit. So, he was bringing the kids home. Mind you, he went back to that lady he was sleeping with and he was all that extra ish with. And mind you, this is the same lady that he was cheating on me with before we got married. During our break in 2019, he was cheating on me with that chick when I was in Florida and he was in Texas. So when he wasn't answering my phone calls, he just kept going back to this lady. Okay, kudos to her.
Now this is what confuses me, because how can you call it cheating if y'all weren't together when he was with these other people? Now yes, if y'all were kind of together and he was telling you he was with nobody, y'all both knew y'all was with somebody, so no, it's not cheating. Both of y'all knew y'all was sleeping with other people and being together.
Anyway, he's with her and I'm doing my own thing, and I'm cool. Like, it's cool. That's who you're with. Obviously, you're living with her. That's fine. I had my own place, but he was living with her. That's fine. And he was taking my kids over there. Again, that's fine. Number one mistake. Don't ever let your kid's father take your kids around a woman you've never met. And vice versa. That game is not cute. Don't play it. Especially when y'all are toxic and y'all are still dealing with each other. It's... And don't have people around your kids that soon. Like, it was way too soon for both of us. We both should have never had anybody around our kids. Our kids couldn't even process their mommy and daddy not being together anymore. And we had our kids around other people. I feel so bad for doing.
Now, I definitely agree with what Liv is saying right here, but no, I don't think she feels bad, because she knew a man for a month and already brought this man around her children immediately.
Anyway, okay, let's jump back in. There was this one particular time where he came and dropped off the kids. It was Sunday. He was dropping them off to my house. And I was cool. I was copacetic. I was chilling. I was vibing. I was doing my thing. He comes in the house to drop the kids off. He's all over me. Talking about he loves me, this, he, that. And mind you, I had a little boyfriend at the time. My boyfriend's about to come over. And I'm just like, bro, like, you gotta go. Like, I understand what you're saying, but, like, I understand that this is not gonna change. This is an ongoing cycle for us. Just go. He was like, no. My man was calling me. I was like, oh my God. And he was trying to come over and he was on his way. And I was like, oh my God, you gotta go. Mind you, because these two have already met. Okay, and it was a bad interaction that time, because that was like back when I first started dealing with this new dude, and I didn't know what my ex was doing, and he pulled up on me and my new dude. Mind you, this is after he told me he didn't want me no more, so I moved on.
One thing about it, even if Gerard didn't tell her he wants to move on and he doesn't want her, she would still be with other men. We have seen that.
And even this interaction was bad. He was trying to fight my new dude, and it was a mess, girl. So this was going to be the second interaction, okay, of them meeting face to face again. So my little boyfriend comes over, y'all, and he knocks on the door. Of course, he's like, what's going on in here? Because he already thinks something's going on or could be going on. So he's like, what's going on? Let me see. And he comes to the door, and my ex, I guess we can call him my ex-husband, because I did end up marrying him. My ex-husband pulls a gun on my new boyfriend. My new boyfriend did not come in storming in, trying to fight. No.
I feel like there is more to the story because why would Gerard pull that weapon out just for nothing? Why would he do that?
However, he was never hostile towards my ex-husband. He was like, what's going on here? What's going on here? I thought you didn't want her anymore. Like, what's really going on here? Everyone's calling me, you guys. I gotta put my phone on Do Not Disturb or something. Anyway, he pulls out a full gun, points it right at him. Oh, can I say that word? Pew pew. Girl, he's like this. And I'm just like, what are you doing? You can, mind you, my kids are in the house still, right? And I'm just like, what are you doing? He's like, get out, mother. Like, he's really about to pew pew this man, okay? Anyway, my boyfriend just leaves, okay? I'm just like, go, please just go. He goes, and I'm just like, what the hell are you doing? I guess my ex-husband expected me to, like, be on his side. But I was like, bro, you did not want me. You are playing all these games. What are you doing? He's like, no, F this. I'm about to go. I'm about to go. He called the police on himself, you know, to cover his tracks, I guess.
He called the police on himself? Why would he do that?
I don't know. He called the police on himself to my apartment, and he told the police that he was threatened, and that's what he did, and I didn't want to speak to the police. I was like, boy, just go. Anyway, he finally left, y'all. Anyway, mind you, this is in November, okay? A lot went on in November. I'm trying to think. A lot went on in November. It was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, okay? Here comes December. And I don't know, we were still sleeping around, girl. It was so toxic. We were still sleeping around, girl. And like I said, we were toxic. I was just toxic, okay? Because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
If all of this is true, what Liv is saying, this makes me understand why she actually thinks Gerard still wants her to this day. The back and forth, the cussing each other out, and then the sleeping together. She thinks this is all a game. Even though he married somebody else, she still thinks he wants her.
I was just couldn't let the man go. Just a fool. I forgot exactly what date. It was like, we messed around a couple times in December, okay? And he came over that last time in December. And we did our thing, honey. And then that was it. You know, he went on his way or whatever. And, yeah. Okay, so a week later, he gets the kids. He takes the kids over to his little girlfriend's house. She's babysitting. And lo and behold, he comes knocking at my door. It's the weekend at like 2 a.m. he comes knocking on my door, and me and my boyfriend are inside the house, and I'm just like, what does he want? I didn't want to open the door. I was like, what do you want? I'm not doing this again with you.
One thing about it, Liv is going to leave a lot out that's going to make her look as bad. So there has to be a reason for Gerard going over there. Not just because you're laid up with a man. He was with you and you were laid up with different men. Something had to happen to make him go to that house.
Like, who's in there? Just open the door. I'm trying to give you something. Blah, blah. He always played those games. I'm like, no, we'll talk later. I don't want to do this right now with you. Like, it already had happened enough times, like, where he pulled a gun on this man, like, he wanted to fight this man. Like, I'm not trying to have that drama, them problems. And mind you, sir, you got my kids at your girlfriend's house and you're knocking on my door. What is going on here? So I'm like, nah, just go, just go, just go. Okay, what does he start doing? He starts throwing rocks at my freaking balcony door, okay, my balcony window. And who goes out there? My boyfriend. And I'm like, bro, just don't. Anyway, he goes out there and he's like, what's going on, bro? What's going on? And what does my ex-husband do? Like a female, he spills all the beans. I guess he found himself trying to break us up or whatever. He tells him that I'm sleeping with him. We just slept together a week ago. Everything he's been doing with me. And then he just turns around and walks away like nothing. Stay tuned for part 5.
So that was part 3 and 4. Let me know what you thought about this section in the comment section. Liv and Gerard went through a lot, but I would love to hear Gerard's point of view on all of this so we have both sides. and we get to know the real truth. Just let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next one.